Evening, guys. Welcome to Football with Brownie. Hope you're well, keeping each other safe, and spreading the love during this pandemic because we all need a little bit of loving, guys. We all need a little bit of loving. Before I go any further, check that ticker bar below. Please like, share, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Remember, subscription is free. So if you haven't done it yet, then why haven't you done it yet? And we'll go straight into the comments, actually. Hi, Paul. Hope you're well. And he says, good evening, campers. Heidi, hi, Paul. Right. So, Tufty has finally opened a bottle of, what are you drinking, mate?
Budweiser tonight.
Bit of product placement. I'm on dodgy Polish lager. Were you on there?
Banks is mild, boss. Banks is mild.
Oh, look at there going up in the world. Jesus. Me and Nathan on corner shop lager.
Oh, no.
Right, and Stu is in as well. Hi, big boys. Hi, my friend. Ryan says, quick heads up, we have a fake me going around. Oh, jeez. Not you as well. Paul says, he's celebrating winning. It's been a good night all round. What have you won,
It has. £160.
Oh, congratulations.
So
you're still about 400 down from the other day.
Yeah, but that's it's growing progress, and I'm celebrating 1.6k views. I'm celebrating as well.
I know. Well done. Well, did you hear that? Yeah.
What's that, mate?
It's got to be. You were advertising his channel yesterday.
Oh, I went out in the news wire. Yeah, that video. It's got how many? 1,600, is it?
Yeah, one.
Yeah. That's what happens when you got a global 247 news. Europe's biggest news station.
So anyway, how's your day been?
All right, mate. Yeah, I've been knackered actually all day after staying up and watching you pair of plonkers on that late night American football crap. There we are.
Did you enjoy it? Did you enjoy it?
It was a good game. It was a really good game. Jeez, but I tell you, it fucking killed me. It fucking killed me. I'll be honest with you.
Well, it must be 4 o'clock. We got to bed, isn't it?
Yeah, but 3. Yeah,
I didn't go to bed.
I know he didn't. He stayed up.
No way.
Stayed up, mate.
I'm not doing Copa America tonight, but I know you're going to be doing it, Nate. So
yes, I'm going to be doing it. Yes.
Stay awake, mate. Stay awake. You don't want to be back in them papers. Mind you, the views are there. You're better off falling asleep.
I don't like getting the views again, mate.
Yeah, no, I got do something work wise tomorrow morning, so I won't be doing it, unfortunately. But no, I enjoyed the chatting last night as well.
It's Argentina, Peru who's playing tonight.
Yeah, Argentina, Peru. So we've got a lot of Messi. Paul says Uruguay currently 1 down.
They are, yeah.
Ecuador, are they?
No, playing Chile.
Chile.
Chile are beating Uruguay.
So, right. Let's get back to the Euros and today. And
been a good day of football.
Interesting day to say the least, because let's start off with the earlier games first. Did you watch it today?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Nathan was doing a watch along for the Holland and North Macedonia. Yes. The other one was Ukraine and Austria, wasn't it? Austria won that one.
That's the only one I haven't seen. I haven't seen that one. I watched.
I haven't seen the Austria one. I've just seen the goals.
I to be honest, I was the same.
Watch Belgium.
And to be honest, it went with form, really, I think.
Yeah, it did.
Went with form.
Last night, we weren't really looking forward to the games, were we?
I know.
But it was going to be a bit of a duff day. But it turned out totally the opposite. I thought, that Dutch up front, mate, they're starting to look good.
Oh, they are, aren't they? Memphis Depay, what a player. What a player.
Yeah.
You can't judge him against.
And we've been writing off Belgium, mate, but
they didn't score till the second half, and like how many minutes to go? 2-0. They still should have beat Finland more.
Well, you want about the later games now, yeah?
Well, let's do game by game, then, Brownie. You pull the game, and we
right. Well, none of us watched the Austria game of Ukraine, no?
No,
I just seen the goal.
Right.
Okay.
North Macedonia and Holland. I did.
Oh, hello, Mum. Right, Mum. Hang on, we got to speak. Hello, Mum. Hey.
Wave, Steve.
Yeah. It's helpful.
What's the
Right, so we'll leave that one. Holland, North Macedonia. To be honest, I mean, I've seen the first 20 minutes. North Macedonia scored, but it was offside. It was ruled offside. It was after that, because I was watching you watch along as well, Nath.
Yeah.
And because I was saying, you watch Pandev do the first goal scorer now. Wasn't there?
And I nearly put him on as well.
But
I nearly put him on.
But then Holland ran away with it in the end, 3-0.
Yeah. Well, I predicted last night 4-0, and you did as well, Nate, I think, didn't you?
Yeah.
I did as well, I think.
And they hit the crossbar as well, didn't they? So
I know.
When they hit the crossbar, to be honest, I thought I'm glad that didn't go in, because otherwise they'd have won 5-0. But they didn't score again, did they? But there we go.
But you can't judge Dupai against the Northern Macedonia defence.
No. But what I like about Holland, though, mate, they're fluent on the ball, and they're making some great moves, and moves that you, no matter who you're playing, your vision of football is there. It's there against any team, and I'll tell you what, I think they're going to do better than I thought they were going to do. To be honest with you, mate.
Okay. Paul in the chat says you watched you watched the Austria game. Shevchenko made subs too late, and out of it's played really well. Nearly ran the whole 90 minutes.
Oh, and Austria won that, didn't they?
Yeah, it was only 1-0.
Yeah.
So that means Austria will go through. And Lewis says that's Nana, the star of Nathan Cast.
Yeah, that Nathan Cast's gone now.
Yeah. What's it called now? Nathan's Watch-Alongs.
It's called Nathan's Watch-Alongs, yeah.
You should put it in your name.
I know, now. Let's do it.
Right. This evening's now. Right. Before the game, all Welsh eyes were on either Russia or Finland. Especially mine, because I was under the impression that it was more down to head-to-head before goal difference.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, as the games are progressing, all of a sudden head-to-head doesn't go first before goal difference. I don't understand it, if I'm honest with you. Because Belgium, we'll go into the games, later on for a minute. But can anyone in the chat explain to me how Denmark finished second when it's meant to be going on head-to-head? Because Belgium ran away with it, won all three. They were top, no worries at all. Right? But Finland, who finished last, beat Denmark 1-0. So how the hell did that happen?
Finland finished third.
Yeah, but right. So Denmark finished above Finland. I'll reword it. Denmark, Cheddar said it's not head-to-head now. It's changed. Did they change halfway through the tournament?
Must have.
Because I was under the impression it was head-to-head.
I don't know.
And Paul says Denmark scored. Has Denmark scored that many? England? No, definitely quite. Yeah, England have qualified. But Finland, it was meant to be before the tournament. It was meant to be head to head. Finland beat Denmark. So how did Denmark finish above Finland? As a result, now, in my opinion, Denmark, Wales have got the toughest game of the three that could have happened, which would have been Denmark, Wales, and Denmark, Finland, Russia. Anyway, going into the game, Steve, which one did you mainly focus on? Was it the Belgium-Finland game or the Russia-Denmark game?
The Belgium game I watched more of, mate, to be honest.
Okay, well, me and Nathan were doing a watch along on the Russia Denmark. So talk us through the Belgium game.
Yeah, good game of football. Lukaku was class. He's a force amongst himself here, isn't he? But a couple of offside goals, a couple of offsides that were very borderline. And then Belgium, Lukaku, mate, you can't stop him. Powerhouse at the minute.
Yeah.
And, but the thing is, it's like somebody said on one of the panels on the telly, Belgium do what England can't do. They can leave Lukaku up there and he knows the ball's going to come to him from class players. Yeah. Where it comes to the game, he can't. He ain't got the confidence that the ball's going to come to him, and that's the big difference. I agree with that. And although Lukaku's, I think he's a better finisher than Kane. But I thought they looked good for Belgium, mate. To be honest, I know we've all been knocking them and starting.
What was their defence like? But we're looking at the stats at halftime, Steve, me and Nathan.
Looked right.
Going on a stats, it seemed as if Finland were just not sitting back, but really hardly ever.
They weren't really tested. They weren't really tested, the Belgian defence. But Belgium just kept the ball, mate, feeding the ball in. Lovely play. Lukaku's finishing at the minute never looks like he's going to miss.
He's good when he rolls a player, Stephen. When he rolls a defender. That's when he's got so much strength when he does roll a defender. There's no defender.
Well, he makes 1 yard in front of him, picks the ball up, turns, bang, back on net.
Yeah, Lukaku is a very good player. He could finish. He could finish top goal scorer in the tournament.
Where he's going,
yeah. Right. Well, me and Nathan will talk about the Russian one then. And as per usual, when it comes to Russia, the women let me down and the fucking football team lets me down. So, Nate, do you want to... Going into the game, I think I said 1-1 yesterday. Going into the game, I think that...
I said Russia. I didn't
I had Russia to win that as well, to be honest.
Sorry?
I thought I had Russia down to win.
We did 1-0.
I think so. I don't think because I didn't see a Danish performance like that coming before the game, I'll be honest with you.
Probably Denmark now everybody's second, well, apart from me, but everybody's second team, aren't they? Because of the
Ericsson thing.
No,
I'm hoping they peak now. I'm hoping they peak tonight.
Well, the only thing is not good for Wales is all the Welsh fans are banned from going to Holland, aren't they? And all the
Denmark as well, though.
No, they're not. They're clear to go.
Yeah.
No, they're not.
I've just been reading up about it.
Well, I've just been reading up. Denmark are clear to go, mate.
Oh, right, okay.
So get your facts right, please, Brownie.
No, I just honestly before the show I thought I'll read up about it.
The Danish fans.
Yes, Schengen. You can travel through Schengen, but you still need to be on the green zone, green list.
Well,
Denmark on amber.
Denmark fans can go to Holland. Seriously, I've just been reading up.
Oh, right, okay.
So that's the Welsh fans saying it. I was reading, so they know their stuff, don't they?
Russ, hi Russ, hope you're well. Nate, are you waking up? Are you awake?
Oh, I'm well awake, mate. Hey, ready for
Russ have got the Red Bull all lined up for you, apparently. Box says, evening, Brownie, Daya, and Tufty.
Evening.
Box said, it's still head-to-head, but that's when two teams are on the same points. This time, there were 3 teams on the same points, so it goes on goal. Well, that's not fair, is it? That's making the rules up as you go fucking along. Because head-to-head, La Liga do head-to-head. And it can be criticised at times because...
I think you need, Brownie, I think you need to explain to everybody, because what do you mean by head-to-head?
Right, okay, right. Normally, if you look at the Premier League and the goal difference, so it goes, the goal difference could be +2, would be above -2, yeah? Right? So no matter what result between those two teams, it always goes on goal difference of who finishes above and who finishes below.
Yeah.
But the rule head-to-head is what was the result between the two teams in question. Or what should have been the 3 teams in question. So tonight, Denmark finished second, Finland finished third, Russia finished all on 3 points.
Right.
Now head-to-head, Finland would have finished top because Finland would have finished above Denmark because Finland beat Denmark 1-0 in an earlier game. Right? Even though they had worse goal difference. But now what Box is saying seems to be right. Is because 3 teams finished on the same amount of points, it doesn't go on head-to-head, it goes on goal difference. Well, that's not, it's either head-to-head or goal difference. You can't say, well, because 2 teams or 3 teams. That's fucking wrong. That's making it up. It's making the rules up as you go along. Just to see what preference the bloody...
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? La Liga does head-to-head, and it does have its critics because it doesn't... The critics say that it doesn't penalise teams. After if they 2-0 down, they don't give a fuck if they lose 5-0. Because they've lost the game. That's it. So that's where the critics come into that. Whereas goal difference, if you're 2-0 down, they're still thinking, look, let's benefit a goal difference. But you can't do, it's half and half.
No, it doesn't make sense. But everyone's been confused on the qualifications from these groups this time round, haven't they?
Yeah. Half and half is fucking bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
But that's UEFA.
Yeah. Box said Denmark looked very good in depth. Now.
They did.
They did, but the second goal was a lousy pass back by the Russians.
It was.
And let's be honest, Denmark might have looked good tonight, but they're only playing Russia.
Yeah, I know that, but you know what? That's what's giving me a little bit of confidence.
I think Wales will do all right against Denmark, mate, to be honest.
I do. I think Wales will win 2-1.
Yeah,
I do like that Højbjerg, mind. I do like that Højbjerg. He kind of puts makes everything click,
Yeah, he does, yeah.
Say hello to the boys. Hello.
Hello, you.
Hello.
What's his name there?
Ramble.
Is he a Spanish dog?
Yeah.
He's the one you took over.
Take it, mate.
He's the one you brought over.
I've got two Spanish rescue dogs, yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah. They're the ones in bed. Gone to bed.
Well, siesta.
Yeah, they speak Spanish.
Right, Brentford Clyde says, evening lads, cracking game tonight. We'll have a tough job beating the Danes. Going by tonight.
No, I don't see it, see. I think it'd be a very close, even game myself.
I think we 2-1.
Nothing. That Braithwaite, how the fuck did Barcelona get him? I never know. Fucking hell. I'd like to have
no strikers.
At the age of 43, I reckon I can still do a better job on fucking Braithwaite. Rubbish. Russia beat what? Yeah, they did. Yeah, they beat Finland, didn't they? I think they beat Finland, didn't they? Yeah. I don't know. I do like a good Russian team. But it's been years since probably the best. We haven't seen a good Russian team since the Euros in '88 when Van Basten hit that volley.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a good Russian team, as probably since the fall of the Soviet Union, I suppose. Because most of them were Dynamo Kiev players, weren't they?
Yeah. I can't remember a good one, to be honest.
Buck says, where's Denmark is a real 50-50. Both teams will go licking their lips. I got a funny feeling they're going to go penalties, if I'm honest here.
Oh, I'd enjoy that.
Oh, you would, wouldn't you? Fucking English. Okay, now.
Will Gareth Bale take one?
Okay, now.
Of course he will.
I think Wales will win it 1-0 in extra time.
I'm going 2-1 after extra time.
And I think Kiefer Moore will be the goal scorer.
Maybe, yeah. I think he'll get the second. Gareth Bale with the first. Denmark equalise. And then Wales win it in extra time.
Denmark looked good tonight, to be fair.
They do.
But they weren't. They're only, like you say, they're only playing Russia.
Yeah, I know.
Did you see some of their shots outside the box goals? Some good goals.
That posting is dangerous. Yeah, I do agree on him.
Yeah.
I tell you what, their first goal was a boot. Their first goal was a boot. The keeper was blinded by the defender, and their first goal was a boot. And it just seemed, Nath, if I'm honest with you, Russia's tried to come into it when it was 0-0 because Denmark really went off, were quick off the blocks at the start of the game, and Russia then was slowly coming into it. But once Denmark had our first score, even though Russia got the penalty, they were already 2-0 down. It sucked the life out of them, if I'm honest with you. So I back up what Steve says. Really, it's they're only playing Russia.
Yeah, but you've got to be who's in front of you, haven't you? Just be who's in front of you.
Paul says woof woof to Fernando. He's back. Fernando's back.
Yes, Fernando lad.
Steve, you were talking to Fernando last night in the chat.
Yeah.
Hola, Fernando. ¿Qué tal? Clive says, where's a crap vote there? You're lucky. You're not. You're lucky I don't ban you for that comment.
I saw it coming. I was laughing to myself when I seen it in the comments.
And yeah. Show the love, guys, in the chat. Show the love for Fernando. Lovely guy. I don't know. When you're looking at before the game, we're looking at Russia or Finland. You're thinking, "Oh, we fucking beat either of them,"
Yeah.
That's right.
But now I don't
it's
know.
very tricky.
And Amsterdam. So is this an exclusive on from Global 247, Steve? But Denmark are going to have fans in Holland.
Correct.
Now we're sure because
I'm not sure because I'm only.
Oh, right, okay. So
I'll tell you why. Because I got it from Welshmen. So you've always got to double check your facts, right?
Because
what I'm saying is tonight, all the Welsh fans are complaining that the Danish can go to the game. Well, not all the Danish, but a certain amount of Danish can go to the game, and the Welsh can't. So best you Google it so we can get.
I will. That's what I'm actually doing now.
Well, dear, why don't they move the game?
Right. Stated on BBC Wales 37 minutes ago. Wales and Denmark fans will be unable to travel to Amsterdam for the match in the Netherlands. The Netherlands is on the UK's amber list, meaning travel is not advised, while the UK and Denmark are not on the Holland's safe country list. That is 37 minutes ago.
From the BBC. That'd be fake news then. So that means it's
So, but listen, I've drove to Germany through Holland and so on, and I'm sure you have there. You know, there's no border checks.
Nothing, mate.
So just go
Hardly any
through them.
border checks. I mean, you know, the only check you could have is if, you know, is if you were driving a white van going across Spain and France for a certain misperceived day, and you passed it so much, you know, you pulled over for drugs, and the dog goes through. And you know, and you've seen the dog so many times in the last few weeks, previous weeks before then. You start calling the dog by his name, and you nearly get arrested for calling the dog by his name.
Worst thing you ever done in one of my vans, Brownie.
Fucking greeting you and fucking doing his job.
Worst thing I ever had for you when you were driving one of my vans was Monaco.
Oh, geez.
He had a couple of jobs in Monaco, right? Fucking about 10:30 in the morning.
You tell the story. I just need to get tissues. Go on.
About 10:30 in the morning. I'm only just waking up in the villa, like, and ping, me phone's fucking ping. Oh, fucking hell, Browner. Here we go. And he's racing the van round the Grand Prix track. And he's giving it the large. He's sending me videos of taking the chicane and fucking all sorts. Gone as fast as he could, burning the van through the fucking tunnels. Oh dear.
I know. Those were, those were the days, Steve. It's funny. It was funny. Box said, will Brownie, Day and Nathan go for a dirty weekend in Amsterdam? I don't know. I've never really enjoyed Amsterdam, if I'm honest with you. It was far better places to go.
Yeah,
I've been there a few times.
I think I've never been a fan of Amsterdam.
No, it's too touristy for me.
Yeah, very touristy. It's much better if you get on the train and you go down the Hague. Now that's a fucking good night out.
Okay.
You're away from the tourists and it's fucking hell of a night out. Seriously.
Eindhoven I've been to about years ago. Eindhoven. Anyway.
We used to connect when I used to fly out to China. So we'd fly from Cardiff, land at Amsterdam. And one trip, we'd fucking forgot to get our visas done. We shouldn't have been able to get out of Cardiff Airport, really, because we were following on, reconnecting. KLM. So we're just queuing up to get on the plane in Schiphol to Beijing. And bloke says, where's your visas? I said, in the fucking passport, you daft cunt. And look. And we said, they're out of date. You've run out. Oh, come on, mate. We'll sort it out when we get. No, we'll let us on the plane anyway. So we had to spend the weekend. I say it wasn't hard. Down the Hague, right? We had Saturday night, Sunday night, Monday night down the Hague, mate. Unbelievable place, honestly. Fantastic place. And the first thing is to get into the Chinese embassy in the Hague. You have to be up about 5 a.m. in the morning to get in the queue, right? To get your visa done. Oh, Christ. Soup van coming around. Well, we were coming straight out of the club, going straight in the queue.
Lewis says, the whole competition is pretty unfair. I'm not a fan of this home advantage for certain teams.
No,
We've also got situations where a team is playing an easier team if they don't win all the group games. I agree. I think it's an absolute shambles of a competition. This place all over. Because you know what happened. I've told you, Nathan. If Wales win this game in Amsterdam, the next game is fucking Baku again. It's ridiculous.
You'll enjoy it. You'll enjoy Baku. You love Baku so much.
No, but it's ridiculous, isn't it? You know, but
This is
further evidence of why people's patience are really running out of UEFA. Hence the reason why I got a funny feeling. I have a funny feeling. While I'm saying that, I'm trying to put one and one together because last night, I told you this as well, Nate. Last night, Barcelona, Juan Laporte, the president of Barcelona, started piping up about the Super League again. Now, what I'm thinking, am I putting one and one together and getting 2 or 2,000? Is he
2.
piping up because he's now, they're now thinking, hang on, this fucking Euros is pretty unfair on fans. Could we get, if the Super League comes back as a different kind of monster, could we get more fans on board after this tournament than what we could have before the tournament? What do you think, Steve?
Nah, I think European Super League dead, really, isn't it?
Well,
yeah,
I mean, Juan Laporte said last night that it will be the best competition in world football.
One day it will happen. I've always said one day it will happen. I've been saying it for years, Brownie. Just didn't happen this time. It will happen eventually because money is dictating sport.
Yeah, if they had relegation, maybe.
Yeah, they may add a bit of relegation, didn't they? But in some form, it will happen within the next 5 years, I reckon.
I just
Lewis, go back to Lewis's points there. Lewis is bang on.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is unfair. It's like teams have got a home advantage, and you shouldn't have a home advantage in a European Championship.
Yeah,
it should be a neutral ground.
England, for instance, playing in England, the final in England, if they get there, right? Semi-finals are in England, right? That's not, but it's not England haven't got the European Championship.
I know.
Not that England
Fernando said the border checks are useless. Never ever been checked when driving into France from Spain. You know why, Fernando? It's because you haven't been driving a dodgy van owned by Steve Dyer.
I've never been stopped. I've never been stopped France to Spain.
Yeah, you weren't driving a fucking van. I driving a car, I was never stopped. Driving a van, which is unbloody labelled, dodgy white van, owned by yours truly next to me. Right? Tell you, stopped every fucking time.
Drivers, that's why.
Right. Have a dirty weekend in Newport instead, lads. Jesus Christ.
No.
Best thing ever to happen in Newport will be a bulldozer fucking place down. Clive says, roll on Euro 2024 when it's all in Germany. It'll be 6. I'll be 60 then and make that my last tournament and go out with a bang.
Optimistic, Clive.
Is that where it's going to be? I didn't even know it's going to be.
Yeah, Germany got it next. Germany's got it next.
I said
you could change it yet.
I said this, Nathan. It's pretty unfair. These hosting a tournament have been quite unfair on Spain, if you think of it. Spain haven't held a tournament since 1982. If that happens now, Germany already had a World Cup in 2004, was it? When did Germany hold the last World Cup? They didn't hold. They held a World Cup recently. They had the Euros in '88. We had the Euros in '88, didn't we? We had a World Cup then in '74.
My memory's shocking for if going back, mate. I'm not far behind Clive.
I know. But I know they held the World Cup in '74. Gerd Muller and Holland, wasn't it? Holland-Germany final. That was in Munich. Then they held the 88 Euros when Van Basten hit that volley. That was in Munich.
2006 in Germany.
When they held the World Cup in 2006. Spain haven't had it. Spain held one World Cup, which was '82.
I went to that one as well.
Yeah. But
Brooklyn and Keegan played all the last game. I always remember that.
Spain deserve it far more than England or Germany or even France or Italy. Italy had it in '90. Well, You know, why is it going back to Germany?
But some countries
I
don't.
love Germany, don't get me wrong.
Brownie, you got to remember, some countries don't tender for it either. You've got the tender for the tournament.
I know, but they did tender Spain and Portugal jointly, didn't they?
Yeah, but
Sure
who
they
wants
did.
one in Portugal
Yeah,
and
there was
Spain?
that.
Can't happen. Should just be in one country, like we
It
just
should be in
said.
one
So
country. I agree. I don't like the joint.
I don't think there's a problem like doing Spain stroke Portugal. I ain't got a problem. I get, you know,
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with that. It's this fucking spread out here, there, every fucking.
Nah.
are you seeing the next World Cup after
Nobody's
this?
thinking of a football fan.
Can you imagine if a more I'm sorry to use this word, but unfortunately we are talking about UEFA and sponsorship when I say this. But can you imagine a more prestigious team within UEFA doing? Can you imagine a France or a Spain or an England or a Germany going out to fucking Baku for nearly every fucking game?
Well, they could do that next round.
No. That would never be allowed. That would never be allowed.
The UEFA would.
No, it's a fucking joke. Sorry, my swearing, but I'm a bit annoyed tonight. Box said World Cup in USA and Canada will have 48 teams. You also missed Box. It's also going to be held in Mexico as well.
I don't agree with that.
World Cup.
Don't agree with that.
Yeah, Mexico are going to hold games as well. 16 groups of 3 with 16 groups of 3. Is that right? 32 teams progressing to the next. Oh, for fuck's sake! I tell you what, Nath, we'll have to fucking we'll have to really calculate our fucking watch-alongs because I can't be doing with all these bloody watch-alongs in the next fucking World Cup. That's for sure. Are we going to Qatar first? And are we going to that tournament first?
That's a joke for a start, that one, isn't it? Going to Qatar. What a fucking joke that is.
Well, that's why it's going into America because they've done a deal, haven't they? Because all the dodgy money was in US dollars, which meant the FBI arrested many in FIFA. So that is why the World Cup after that is going into America. Callum, hope you're well.
Are you ready for the Qatar World Cup, Brownie?
Huh?
You ready for the watch-alongs for that Qatar World Cup?
Fucking hell. No, I'm not. France had a World Cup in '98 and the Euros in '16. And Clive says, "You're right, Brownie. I'm always fucking right, Clive. I am always right. It's about time people recognise that fact." But anyway, he says, "You're right, Brownie. Spain do deserve a tournament, and they'd put a great one on too. They would put a great one on too. People would love going to Spain for a tournament." Steve, you know that.
Oh, it's one of the. I used to go up and watch Malaga every weekend, didn't I? You come with me a few times. What a crack! What a crack that is, isn't it? You know, the bloke on the bus goes in, gets all the crates of beer from his mate, then he piles them all up outside the pub. You don't even have. There's no queuing at bars to get a pint, is there?
No.
You paid into your donate into your kitty. There you are. There's your drink. Oh, it's fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, I used to love going away with the Gooey Army. You know, we used to have the whole fucking all sorts on that bus. Oh, fucking hell. It was like a fucking karaoke all the way there.
And if they were going to join it, they should put Spain and Gibraltar. Gibraltar would be good to host a couple of games. Even if it is a lower.
I love Gibraltar, as you know, and my favourite place to live. But I don't think it's quite ready for a World Cup yet.
I think Spain and Morocco, when they looking at it as well, I can't remember. Maybe for World Cup was that? I can't remember.
There was one with England, Ireland, Wales, Scotland.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah. Joe says, "Hi guys."
Hi Joe.
Box says, "Qatar for Christmas for the World Cup."
Yeah, me and Brownie are doing it live.
And Joe says, "Where's Denver?"
Asleep.
I don't know, to be honest. He was doing his watch along, wasn't he? And to be honest, Denver does admit himself that he's only really available for these shows towards the weekend, isn't it, Nate? Normally. Because he is hours in front. So, Dave, who we got tomorrow? What's the games tomorrow?
We have England, Czech Republic.
Oh, I won't be watching that then.
And Croatia, Scotland.
Now, right. Before we go into the games, what time are they? Are they both 8 o'clock or
both 8 o'clock?
Both 8 o'clock. Right. Right. Before we go into the games, what's everyone's opinion regarding this Billy Gilmore issue? Because if it was Joe Blogs, I don't give a fuck. All this bubble nonsense is bollocks. In my opinion, all this COVID bubble, every team is in a bubble, is bullshit. Are you trying to tell me? Right, that the wives and girlfriends of these players aren't going in and out?
There will be, but yeah, definitely.
Yeah. You're trying to tell me they haven't mingled with other members of their friends and family before going in and out? Bullshit. Right? Absolute bullshit. And if it was Joe Blogs next to someone who had COVID, everyone in a household would be in quarantine or whatever else. There's one rule for a footballer, another rule for Joe Blogs. And this also goes back to the Spain issue as well. Are we now saying that both Scotland and England didn't learn a lesson from Spain? Because when the tournament happened, COVID was going through a Spanish camp. And I was the first one that said, well, hang on, how the fuck are you allowing a squad full of footballers to go into a major tournament without having a jab? What? So are we now learning now?
So is
Scotland players haven't had a jab.
So is this Gilmore had a jab then? No.
Well, he can't have. He wouldn't have had it now, would he?
Well, does the jab work?
Don't say that. I've got mine on 6th of July.
As a result, now they're saying that Mason Mount is going to be in isolation, and Ben Chilwell is in isolation.
Possibly.
So, well, it wouldn't be surely it wouldn't be a possibly if they've had the fucking jab.
Yeah, it's 1-1 Uruguay Chile. Just to update you.
Well, that's the trouble. One, we don't know if they have had the jab, and two, has it worked?
Well, hey, surely that's something Global 247 News should be on looking into.
Well,
or do you want your new writer, fucking Football with Brownie, fucking on the case after
he hadn't done no fucking work yet, so it looks like back again.
But if you think of it, I even brought this up on a video I done this morning. How both squads should be in. If it was normal people, both squads would be in quarantine now.
But then what would you do? You can't cancel the games. You can't cancel the games.
I see what you're saying now. So what you're saying is if Gilmore's got it, the whole camp should be in quarantine.
Yeah.
Can't do that.
Well, you can't do that. I suppose they're bending the rules to suit the TV.
Yeah, that's right.
But if you did that, so what are you going to do with England and Czech Republic's game and Scotland v Croatia's?
Hey, I'll tell you what. This morning, we have a statement coming out of the FA saying all of them were tested on Sunday and they all come back negative. Now, all of a sudden, 2 England players are rumoured to be needed and go into isolation. Is that? I'm putting this is cynic in me coming out.
They're saying that they're in isolation because of Gilmore, isn't
Hang on, but this is cynic in me now, right? This is a cynic in me now. The first statement come out of the FA this morning and said that all players had tests on Sunday and they all come back negative, right? Then fast forward a couple of hours, and as you can see from the thumbnail on my video about the issue, right? You had their photos coming out with Gilmore being very close to Mason Mount and Ben Chilwell. Lo and
Yeah, but
behold,
should
the English
How are they
FA
very
now,
close?
the English FA now, there's
How are
rumours
they?
because they're
How are they very
hugging
close?
each other? They're hugging each other.
They were hugging each other.
Yeah,
When?
shouldn't be
lo and
allowed.
behold, so the
After the
photos
game.
are hugging and everything. Lo and behold, all of a sudden the rumours are coming out for those particular players. It's bullshit, man. It's absolute bullshit.
They're hugging and kissing each other after the game. It's like,
Kissing.
So,
Where are they?
well, don't know, who knows.
no, but if you think of it, Steve, how on earth Lewis says, right, before I go into this, right, I need to just clearly state, because I've been in Spain and I don't really know the rules right across the board, right? Lewis says the COVID jab wouldn't stop you from contracting the virus. It only stops you from dying from it. You will still carry a virus even if you have both jabs.
Yes, they haven't even had jabs though.
But if they haven't had jabs,
yeah, but they probably have had a jab. To be fair,
right. So what's the point then?
To.
So if
They
no one
have
can
to.
die of it,
like Lewis has just said, the jab stops you from fucking dying.
right? So okay, so everyone has a jab. So why is the country still counting fucking cases then, and not counting bloody death rates?
Well, it does count deaths, doesn't it? It does both, doesn't it? Infections, deaths, and all that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Why are we not a lockdown then?
If it doesn't stop you from contracting it, well, what's the fucking point? We'll just have to live with it.
The jab stops you suffering death symptoms, is what Lewis is saying, yeah?
Yeah, but why are we still in lockdown then?
It makes sense, doesn't it? It doesn't stop you becoming a carrier of COVID. So you can still spread it.
Right, well, I tell you what. When questions were asked about the Spanish Football Federation, when Spain started, when it went through, Spain immediately stated they didn't have the jabs. They didn't have jabs, and they started doing it. If you remember, they then give the jabs to the squad, right? Now, I'm wondering that has any information come out about whether or not these players have had a jab or not?
I haven't seen it anywhere.
No information. Well,
so surely, if they had the jab, it would have been public knowledge by now.
Surely, yeah.
Now I know what Lewis is saying, and he probably knows more than me, and I get that. However, surely, if you had, it still should come out that they still should be given the jab before the fucking football tournament.
They've got to be given 2 jabs, Brownie. 2.
No, but how long are they there before the tournament starts? It's definitely 2 weeks, isn't it?
Yeah, but you've got it. 1 is not effective. You've got to have 2.
Yeah, but how long do you need to wait? How long have these jabs been going now?
6 weeks.
How long?
6 weeks between the two.
Right, 6 weeks between the two. So how long? If Joe Bloggs have had the fucking jab down the street, why haven't these fucking footballers had the jab?
Because they've done it in ages, haven't they?
Yeah.
Jabs were distributed by age.
Yeah, but come on, you're talking to elite sportsmen who
Well,
represent
then you're talking biased, aren't you? Then it's going to kick off all your PC brigade and kick off and say, fucking hell. If you play for England, you get your jab before anybody else.
It'll be questions asked out of it. I tell you what, because we all know what the London-based media is like, right? If these 2 England players do need to isolate, there will be questions asked.
They are isolating, Brownie. They are isolating.
And isolating. If the London-based media will keep it under wraps. I'm telling you, something is not right.
But they are isolating, Brownie. They are isolating.
Investigative journalist Martin Bassi has got fuck all on Brownie. I'm telling you. Right. Fernando says the Italian Prime Minister is pushing the final to be played in Rome over Wembley due to raising cases in England, seen on the news just now.
True. It's a good point.
All right. You know what? This is what's annoying, really. I wouldn't put it in Rome, right? I'd put it in Hungary because I really enjoyed watching the games with a proper crowd.
Yeah, but you can't do that because that means you're going to have to pay all the sponsors to go all the way to Hungary. How much is that going to cost you, Eva?
Well, hey, they done it with a Champions League final, moving it from Istanbul to Porto.
Yeah, and how much
Can be
did that
done,
cost them? A lot of money.
It can be done, though. Martin says Scotland won 3-1 tomorrow. I can't see it.
Are you doing the watch along on Scotland?
Yeah, I'm going to
Brownie?
do a Scotland watch along. I'm
doing the England one. I don't even want to watch England tomorrow, but
We'll have to give Lingard and Noble and John Joe Shelby a call up at Restraight.
oh yeah, we can. John Joe Shelby is free. I can get him on the phone if you want.
We'll go on to Mr. Rafa Benitez, the football manager mercenary now.
Oh, he's not a mercenary.
They his face when he thought they were kissing. Joe says, yes, Lewis, like the Habs courts on the first jab from our box. Some top brass at Federation said they didn't want players having jabs before the tournament in case players had a rash cap. Is that right? Steve?
Yeah, something like that. It was something like that.
That can't be right, surely.
It was something like that, I'm sure. They did come out and say something about something like that.
That's fucking right. You know what? If that is the case, listen, it's not an anti-English thing, but if that is the case, right, I hope England don't win it just on that.
That could have been Spain as well.
Finally, some of those top brass people who think they fucking
What's it going to do with England, you daft Welsh fucker?
Because, hang on, at federations.
Yeah, I mean,
it's English FE.
Okay, Martin
if it's to do with England, if it's to do with England, it's English FE. That's what.
Martin Garcia, get back onto him and start reading his book again. You ain't got a fucking clue.
Lewis said, just read article online. Space players were given COVID-19 3 days before the Euro 20. Yeah, because.
Wow, 3 days. That's not going to give you any protection.
Busquets did have. Busquets had COVID in the training camp before, and Marcus Llorente did as well.
That's really the first jab, but this Indian variant, Delta variant, it's no good. This is where Spain are in trouble now. The experts in Spain reckon that Spain could end up in a lockdown within the next 4 weeks because of this Indian variant. You can read on Global 247 News. No. All the experts are on there, mate.
No,
and apparently this Delta one, one jab doesn't do any good against it. You've got to have the two. And of course, Spain are all still on the first jab.
Yeah.
Well, with Spain, Steve, right? It's supposed to be 30% of Spanish people in Spain have got the jab. That should be me knowing 3 people in 10. I don't know anybody who's had it.
They've only had the first jab.
No, I don't even know anyone who's had a first jab.
I know a couple.
Martin Bashir, next England manager, I heard.
Might as fucking well.
Yeah. So okay. So let's go into the games then. Scotland, Croatia. Nate, what do you think first with that game?
Scotland 2-1.
Yeah, even without Billy Gilmore. Well, I heard that Billy Gilmore. Basically Mason Mount has got it because Billy Gilmore was all over him in the game. He was absolutely all over him, made him look like fucking amateur. But never mind, that's another thing. Dea, what do you think of that game?
I think it's going to be tough for Scotland. I hope they do it. I can't see it. Well, they may scrape. If they're going to win, they're going to win 1-0.
2-1.
I think Croatia showing the ages.
Yeah, but they still look. They have still looked good, decent. The midfield, you've got the midfield for Croatia. If you can stop the Croatian midfield, you got a chance. So maybe possibly, mate. I'm going to go 1-0 Scotland, and that's from my heart, not my head.
Okay, guys in the
I
chat,
can
what do
see
you
that
think?
though. Scotland haven't scored a goal yet, have they?
I know that's right. I don't think they'll score the best result in my opinion.
I can see it on penalties. To be honest with you, that one.
Well, can there's a group?
Oh no! Sorry, there's no penalty. Yeah.
Fucking hell, how many fucking
0-0.
I think the best result.
0-0, 1-0.
0-0.
Yeah.
Martin says 1-0 Scotland. Guys, what do you think in the chat as well? I'm going for, if I'm honest with you, I'm probably going for Croatia win 1-0. I can't see Scotland scoring. How about Lyndon Dykes scoring? Nice, do you think so?
Oh, definitely strike.
Lyndon Dykes, top quality striker with Newcastle looking at.
No, we're not. We're looking at IU actually, and that's what I was going to do on Global 24/7. Give you a bit of news on IU.
Hey, hang on.
Yeah.
Hang on. What's this link between Nathan Watch Along and Global 24/7 now?
He just got nearly 2,000 viewers on him falling asleep. So
I can see Dia's eyes ting 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 ting. Well, I don't know. I can't see Scott. I'm still.
No,
I
can see it.
I'll be honest with you. I'm
it.
still hurt after Joe Jordan, so I don't care if I'm honest with you.
Ledbetter. No, what's he called? What's he called? That player, that striker for Scotland.
Lyndon Dykes.
No, Brownie. Shut up. It's not that one. What's he called? He come on against England.
No, I don't know. Anyway, what's the other game?
Move on. If we wait for Nathan, we could be here all night, couldn't we? Off in a minute.
He's on a Budweiser now, see, Stephen.
Yeah.
And Martin says 2-1 Scotland.
Exactly. I agree.
What's I going to say? Right, so it's England, Czech Republic. Now you know what? I can see Thomas Souček scoring against England tomorrow.
I see Czech tomorrow, mate. I'll tell you what might happen tomorrow. Right, it's got
Kevin Nesbitter. That is it. Kevin Nesbitter. He'll score.
Or Lisby. Kevin Lisby.
Kevin Nesbitter.
Never heard of him.
He's a good player.
And Disco Man Dave says, waiting for Nathan's like waiting for Christmas. Welcome anyway, Dave. Right. What do you think tomorrow, Andy?
I think it's going to go two ways, right? Gareth Southgate's going to be forced to play a different side due to isolations, COVID, and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
And England to go out and on the rampage, right?
Right.
Or personally, if there's not drastic changes to the team, I see the Czechs winning it 1-0, and the whole country being going fucking hell.
Yeah,
they're fucking qualified already anyway. Yeah, but on paper, mate, the way looking at the games going on the way the games have played so far, I'm going to go for a Czech 2-1 victory, mate.
Right. Okay.
But I am hoping like Grealish gets on from the start, then I can make a big difference to your game, right? But I just got no faith in Southgate, mate.
What do you think, Nate?
I'm going 3-2 Czech Republic.
Okay. I tell you what, right? This is going to be intriguing tomorrow, and I tell you why this is going to be intriguing, because I've just looked how the next round of games would go. Because let's be honest, Czech Republic and England are going to finish first and second, right? It looks that way anyway. I know Croatia can, but it looks that way, right? If England finish top of the group, they will play the runners-up of Group F, which could be France, Germany, Portugal, or Hungary. Right? Right? If England finish runners-up of the group, they will play the runners-up of Group E, which is Sweden, Slovakia, Spain, or Poland.
Spain now.
I reckon he's looking at Spain in that one, with Sweden topping it.
Really?
Yeah,
really?
I do. I think they're going to beat Slovakia tomorrow. If they beat Slovakia tomorrow, they're second. Right?
Wednesday.
So, are you going to, is it going to be a calculated loss so that you would avoid the runners-up of Group F?
Yes.
What do people in the chat think? And Dea, what do you think?
Well, looking at that, you want to lose the game, didn't you?
I know.
To be honest, if you was a football manager and asked that question, what's the point of winning tomorrow?
Yeah, I know. You're
what
right.
If we finish in third place? What happens then?
Third place? I don't know. You have to ask a question like that, don't you, Nate?
They can't finish third, can they? England.
I don't think they can finish third.
No, they won the game.
They've won and lost, haven't they? They've won and drawn.
Yeah.
We have won and drawn, yeah.
But they're better off not winning tomorrow, to be honest, aren't they?
I know. I'm thinking that. And to be honest, if Spain beats Slovakia, which I'm predicting they will, and I think they will by 2 or 3. I think you could then be up against a revitalized Spain team. You could.
Spain
Maybe I'm dreaming, but
I'm not scared of Morata. I'm not scared of him.
Right. Let's go. Clive, Brentford Clive says England lose 2-1. Scotland lose by lots. Martin, Czech Republic win. Schnick scoring a hat trick.
Schnick. No.
Disco Man Dave, England lose 2-0.
Yeah, but losing
England win 2-1. Stefan is in the house. Hi, Stefan. And Box say England and Czechs qualified now.
Yeah.
It's interesting, isn't it? And to be honest, with Hungary and France growing, potentially France could be runners up in that group.
Hope no.
Because the next round of games but in that
group,
next round of games now would be Germany playing Hungary and France playing Portugal.
No, but runners up in that group, he could be the Germans.
Yeah.
Or France.
Or Portugal. All of them if Hungary.
Yeah, but Portugal have lost a game, haven't they? The Germans haven't lost a game.
Yeah, they lost to France.
Oh yeah, of course they did, yeah. Well, you wouldn't want
France
out of those three, you'd want to play Portugal, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you would, but we're on about the runners up in that fucking group. It's either going to be France or Germany. On paper,
better off. So the Czechs and the English both going to try and throw the game tomorrow.
I know. Can you imagine? A 0-0? Can you imagine a 0-0? It'd be as bad as the German Austria game in 1978 or something, or 1982, wouldn't it? Where it was so fucking bad. It was so fucking bad that it was games like that which pushed FIFA and UEFA into making sure the last games of every group were played at the same time.
But anyway, I don't think England will do that. I think England have got something to try and prove. They're under pressure from the nation to perform.
Yeah, but playing France,
I don't think they go out the win tomorrow. I think they're trying. They've got everybody on their case already.
Would it be an excuse for Southgate to replace Mason Mount with another defensive midfielder?
Yeah.
I can see that happening as well, if I'm honest. See if I can. So you'll have Declan Rice. Will you have out again? Declan Rice. Fucking. Oh, I need to see the English team now. Who's it? Let's see what. Looks like right lineups. Right,
Declan Rice.
Phillips, wouldn't it? He's a centre midfielder, and rather than Mount, you put someone like Jordan Henderson in.
Or Harry Maguire.
I can see that happening. He put like, oh yeah, we got to show up. We got to show up for defence, and we check fucking Henderson in apart from fucking Grealish or someone. I can see it happening.
What, in an attempt to win the game or to throw the game?
Fuck no. Win the game, I think. We're talking Southgate, yeah?
Throw the game. That's what he's going to do.
And Stefan says, Spain only good with Barcelona players. Well, you've got no Real Madrid players this time round, that's for sure. Brentford Clyde says, shouldn't play for tactical results, should play to win.
Yes, but Southgate ain't a good manager.
And Stefan says, I remember that Germany-Austria game. Absolute blatant example of match fixing. I remember watching it. Yeah, 0-0 I think it was, wasn't it? 0-0. Absolutely fucking... It was like a friendly. No tackling whatsoever. But yeah, can you see that happening? Okay, let's assume Mason Mount is out, right? So who would you have replacing him? Would you go for? And I'm just going on the substitutes, which are name substitutes on the Scotland game. Jack Grealish, Henderson, Sancho, or Bellingham. Which one would you go for?
Jack Grealish.
There?
Oh, Grealish all day long, mate. But I wouldn't start Sterling myself. I'd replace Grealish with Sterling.
Sancho.
Oh, so you go
Sancho.
you go with Foden and Kane, Grealish instead of
I'd drop Kane as well, personally.
Would you pick Bellingham? Would you give Bellingham? Yeah. So I can't share the screen on you. So the first front three was Foden, Kane, and Sterling. So you change that.
I'd go Foden.
Yeah.
I'd replace Kane. And I'd play Grealish instead of Sterling.
What, Kane with Calvert-Lewin?
Yeah.
Okay. And then what, Mount? Would you replace
Mount?
Bellingham?
I don't think Mount's going to be available tomorrow, mate. Anyway, I think you're going
I know. So who would replace him in the centre? Would you say?
Bellingham.
You would, wouldn't you? You would say fucking. Yeah. I'm telling you now. I can see Henderson.
I can.
Yeah. I can see Henderson going in. Box said, front three, Grealish, Kane and Sancho. Midfield, 3, Foden, Bellingham, Rice. Shaw, Maguire, Jones, Tripp. What's with Trippier not being played either? I don't understand.
Johnston instead of Pickford? Why would you? I don't get that.
I don't understand. Anyway, Brentford Clive said he's better on Allison. He's better on Allardyce, Nathan.
Oh, don't get Dia started about Allardyce. It'll be all night.
Harry Kane bad from England. I would do Carrot Lewin. I would do
Harry
Carrot
Kane.
Lewin.
Harry Kane's been confirmed he's starting tomorrow.
Oh, you're joking.
Been confirmed by Gareth Southgate.
What's that on?
Global 247. Global 247 is on. You're not fucking. You're not fucking. You're not reading what you like to fucking put up, Steve.
Our sports editor is on strike at the minute.
What's he done?
Mate, what's he confirmed? He's confirmed Kane's starting.
Yeah.
And what's that on? Who's saying that?
Yeah, Sky Sports.
Oh, Sky Sports.
Oh, well.
That's bad news for a start.
Fake news, yeah? Fake news, Steve.
Eh?
Fake news?
Could be from Sky. Yeah. Their sources are quite unreliable.
What, when Gareth Southgate said in his press conference, I don't know if that's fake news.
When I was in the agency business, I sold Joe Ledley to West Ham 3 times. Right? A couple of phone calls, right, to the press. Well, you get it on Sky Sports within 15 minutes, mate. Joe Ledley's being bid by West Ham.
I remember when Craig Bellamy was meant to be at White Hart Lane.
Yeah.
When he was on his way to Cardiff.
Terrible there.
I thought, hang on. 5 minutes ago, I'm sure I'd seen Craig Bellamy pass my fucking window. So, yeah. Anyway, right, let's wrap up, guys. I won a quarter. So Nathan's watch along, please. Nathan, don't watch what long tonight? Argentina and who?
Peru. Not Peru.
No, Peru play last night. I
Paraguay.
watched Peru.
Paraguay.
Paraguay.
Can I just say, and this is more the Steph in that really. I had a dream last night, and I had to take a penalty for West Ham, right, against Ipswich Town.
Right.
Paul Cooper was in goal. Do you remember Paul Cooper?
Well, he'll come back. No, hang on. He'll come back.
Paul Cooper was in goal. Anyway, I strode up like Gareth Bale. Fucking smashed it. Cooper bastard saved it.
Paul Cooper.
Yeah, what a good keeper he was. Back in the day. Ipswich Town goalkeeper.
I remember Craig Forrest.
Yeah, Paul Cooper was before that. Cooper was, I think it was their main keepers, and Bob Robson. Steph will be able to tell us.
Yeah, I do remember Paul Cooper, he said. Well, that just confirms, to be honest, if he has dreams like that just confirms just how much he was drinking last night.
No, it's just a weird dream. And then I was trying to take a penalty against Paul Cooper.
No worries. Right, Super Cooper, you think?
You've never heard of Paul Cooper, have you?
No, it must be before my time. Early 80s, was there?
Steph, mid-80s, I reckon. Early 80s, mid-80s. Steph will tell us now. Great keeper.
Yeah.
I think he was Scottish.
And Steph says, I rather dream about sexy stuff. Yeah, no, let's wrap it up. Nate, so you doing a watch along later on? Guys?
Yes, I am. Yes, I'm gonna have to sort of fund you
watch along later on. Do you? Any exclusives in the next hour or two?
It could be, but go over to www.global247news.com for all your breaking news.
And Stefan says, sang from Birmingham, 74.
All right, then it's 74.
And Lewis says, great show tonight, guys. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I do enjoy, because so many people are doing watch-alongs at the same times. We do get a better crowd, if I'm honest with you, in the roundup. And so see you tomorrow. Never know what's going to happen tomorrow. You never know. Where will England finish? Who will they play? Will we be having this living room full of French tricolores, German hot dogs?
Don't say that, Brownie. Please don't say it. Sure.
Oh yeah, well,
German
before we go. It was breaking news from Nathan a few days ago. But Rafa Benitez was going to Everton. So what's happening there, Nath?
What's happening there, Nath? Your football sources seem to be a bit wonky, mate.
Well, yeah, he turned it down because of
the
money wise. Yeah.
Fuck off!
He did.
He turned it down what?
Turned it down due to money.
Due to money? No. More like you have them both shit themselves after a fan fucking reaction.
No, Brownie. It was due to
no
money.
Fucking offer on the table.
Wasn't it? Oh well.
When you talk your sources, you drinking that fucking Budweiser like
Get back to my source and ask him.
I noticed these Saudis still haven't bought Newcastle.
I know what's happening there.
That you predicted was
July the 31st. That is when it happens. It's not yet. July the 31st. Yeah.
What are we waiting for then?
We're just waiting for this court of arbitration to finish.
All right, okay. Is it taking place?
You're going to wait for that. I know.
Right. Stefan says, Nathan in front of our knowledge. Mr. Bundle. Mr. Disco Man, it's fruit shoot really, not Budweiser. Mercenary Rafa has got enough money. He doesn't need any more. Exactly.
Oh, he's not a mercenary, man. Shut your mouth.
Sam Greenwood says, bloody hell, it's a Three Musketeers. Is Nathan conscious?
Where's Sam been all night?
I know, I haven't. He's working. He's been working. Right, guys, love you and leave you. Please jump onto Nathan's channel. He's doing a watch along for the.
I'll give that one a miss. We've been sleeping 10 minutes.
Come on, man, shut up. We'll get a guest on, maybe.
Nathan watch along. I'll go and have a watch now.
Yeah. Right. Okay, guys. Many thanks. See you tomorrow. So I'm going to have a daily roundup, and we're going to probably do a Scotland game, I think. Do the Scotland game. You do the England game, Nate, yeah?
We'll see what the team says first. See what team is.
And also, as well, please check out, I've done a few videos today. After Wales, knowing they got Denmark, took me back to my first ever Wales away game, Denmark, 1997.
I went to that.
Yeah, where a young
Bellamy scored, didn't he?
A young Craig Bellamy scored on his
Bellamy,
70.
So, I remember it was the worst hangover I ever fucking had.
Oh, horrible.
Elephant beer we were drinking in fucking Denmark. It was like 9%. Right.
Also, as well, welcome to Cardiff City for Mark McGuinness, an Arsenal youngster who, to be honest, it's annoyed many Arsenal fans that they've allowed him to go. And what was the other one? Oh, yeah, the other one was about Billy Gilmore. So please check out those videos. And we'll see you tomorrow. Many thanks, guys.
Right, over the Nathan watch along. Is it starting now, Nathan? Is it or what?
No, it starts like 12:55.
Oh,
yeah.
Fuck that. See you tomorrow.
Well, the game don't kick off till 1. What am I going to do till then?